Hey, good morning, movers and shakers. Today I want to talk about achievement. And if we want to achieve something in life, and this goes for really any category, whether it's health or relationships or finance or our business, if we want to achieve something, doesn't it make sense to find people who have achieved what we want to achieve? Isn't that what we do? We find these people and we say, how did you do it? Man, how did you get there? What are the steps you took? And if we're smart, after we check in with these people and we find out the steps, then we should probably follow the steps they took to get the same result. You want to run a marathon. You probably better find some people who ran some marathons and ask them, what should I be doing? How should I be training for this? And then you follow the steps to get the success. But the problem comes in when people they want to get the result, they want to get the business success, the financial success, but they don't want to follow all the steps. Or when people don't want to work as hard, or when people don't want to wait as long. It's kind of like if I buy some Betty Crocker cake mix, and there's steps on how to bake the cake, but I put it in the oven and I take it out prematurely. And then I say, well, this doesn't taste right. Well, it's obvious in that instance, you didn't wait long enough. But in the business community or in networking, when we don't wait long enough, well, we blame it on the group, don't we? We say, that thing didn't work. Well, did it not work, or did you not follow the steps in the process? And so fortunately for us, somebody or some people figured out a system, a process, a step-by-step process that if we follow it, we will be a lot more likely to be successful in our networking. So that's my message for today, and especially for the new members and the guests here, is to learn this process and to make sure you're following this process. And just like baking the cake, you don't want to skip any steps. And you don't want to take it out prematurely. You want to give it time to work. You have to do the work and give it time. So a brief overview of the process, as best as I could come up with, because I don't claim to be an expert on the BNI process, but I did jot down a few notes. And the first is that we want to show up early. It's not enough to show up to the meeting at 7:29 and slide into our seat. We want to show up at 7:15 for open networking and build rapport with the other members, schedule one-to-ones with the other members. It's not enough to give our commercial. We want to be specific in our commercial. Instead of saying, I help everybody benefits from what I do. Well, how about I help divorced women between, in their 40s, or I help small business owners who have between 1 to 5 employees. What about the 8-minute presentation? You better be prepared, and you better talk about your business. I literally saw a person give an 8-minute presentation in here a few years ago, and they spent the first 6 minutes talking about their background and their family, and then 2 minutes talking about their business. And you wonder why you're not getting referrals and it doesn't work. Well, you didn't talk about your business during your 8-minute presentation. One-to-ones. We want to do one-to-ones. We don't want to be pushing ourselves on the other members. We don't want to be cramming our product or service down their throat. We don't want to be selling to the other members. We want to be selling through the other members, because it's not just about making Craig Arndt a client, but what about making 4 people that Craig Arndt can refer us to, or 6 people that he can refer us to? That's the bigger picture. What's that? His name is Jake. My bad. I don't watch TV. I don't have time. So, multiple one-to-ones. You do a one-to-one with somebody and you think, well, I did a one-to-one with them. How come they're not giving me referrals? Well, why not do 2 one-to-ones? Why not do 3 one-to-ones? That's how you build and continue a relationship over time with any person, is by continuing to spend time with them. Refer business to other members. You say, well, I'm not getting referrals. Did you refer anybody? Giver's gain. Help other people. They're going to be more likely to want to help you. CEUs, which is educational units. where we learn about networking. Do CEUs and learn more about networking. And then, of course, when your year comes up, renew your membership. A lot of times, a lot of members tell us that the second year is often even better than the first, because just like anything, it takes momentum to build it. So hope this has been helpful. This has been your educational moment. Brian Wade, Tampa Financial Group.